What is up, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 build video. With this build, I wanted to see just how much multiplicative damage I could possibly get on a build without using the Lady Death. And as I go over the build and anyone sees another way to get even more, please let me know in the comments. But regardless, this build hits crazy hard. And you know the old saying, the best defense is a good offense. And while you'll want to play cover shooter in certain situations with this build, you can absolutely run and gun because you'll be taking the enemies out so fast you can prevent a lot of the normal incoming damage you would be getting. On top of all of that multiplicative damage, this underused SMG I'm using has some insane base damage on it, which we'll get into after we go over the gear pieces. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. You can see we are using Hunter's Fury. So the 2-piece gear set bonus plus 15% shotgun damage plus 15% SMG damage. 3-piece plus 20% armor on kill and plus 100% health on kill. Absolutely comes in clutch in a lot of situations, let me tell you, especially on an all red build. To get 20% armor on kill can definitely save your life. And then the 4-piece Apex Predator. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. So just right off the bat, within 15 meters, which we will always be within 15 meters of our enemy, getting 20% multiplicative damage, which is beautiful. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies total weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So again, once you get full stacks on hunters, another 25% multiplicative damage. And this one is rolled max weapon damage, crit damage with the crit damage mod, and 12% for the expertise roll. The gloves, max weapon damage, crit damage, 11% expertise. Knee pads, max weapon damage, crit damage, 11% for the expertise. And the holster, max weapon damage and crit chance. Now, with our chest piece, we do have 2 pieces of Walker and Harris. 2 brand set bonuses plus 5% weapon damage plus 5% damage to armor. Roll with max weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage with a max crit chance mod, and the talent is Glass Cannon. All damage you deal is amplified by 25%. All damage you take is amplified by 50%. Now I know what you're saying, bro. Perfect Glass Cannon gives you 30% amplified damage. And it's true. But also, instead of the incoming damage amplified by 50%, it's amplified by 60%. So let me tell you why I did it this way. And this is the whole reason I have 2 pieces of Walker and Harris. So I'm still getting that 30% multiplicative damage because I have the 25% from Glass Cannon, but I also have 5% damage to armor, which obviously is multiplicative damage as well, which totals that 30% I would be getting if I was using the Perfect Glass Cannon. And of course, if I'm using Perfect Glass Cannon, then I don't have the 5% armor. So it's still gonna be that 30% multiplicative damage. But doing it this way, I'm taking away that extra 10% incoming damage that I would be getting from the Perfect Glass Cannon. Alright, so with the backpack, again, Walker and Harris, rode with max weapon damage, crit chance with a max crit chance mod, and the talent, again, this is such an underused talent by the community. Versatile, amplifies total weapon damage for 10 seconds when swapping between your primary and secondary weapons if they are different. And what we're using it, obviously, for the shotgun and SMG, 35% to enemies within 15 meters for 10 seconds. It's just a ridiculous amount of extra multiplicative damage just by swapping your weapon. And of course, at the bottom, you can see at most once per 5 seconds per weapon. So you swap this, it goes on a 5-second cooldown, but you have 10 seconds with the other gun. So obviously by the time you get done with the other gun, you like I said, you're just basically swapping back and forth. So that 35% extra multiplicative damage is always going to be up as long as you continuously swap your weapons every 10 seconds. All right, and the skills we're using, I am using the Crusader shield. Yes, your shield can go down fast, but you're killing the enemy so fast, you know, a lot of the times you're taking them out before they can take your shield out. So this is tier 1 plus 10% active regen plus 40% shield health plus 5% holstered regen. In the mods, 4.9 shield health, 5% shield health, 5% holstered regen. Then I am using the striker drone, which is at tier 1 plus 20% striker damage plus 70% health. I do have 14% striker damage for the expertise row. And the mods, 7.2% duration, 9.7 health, and 4.8 damage. And this definitely does some work for you because it does get that damage from glass cannon as well. All right, and we'll go over the guns. Take a look at that total damage for this SMG, 174.4k. That is just crazy. And yes, the RPM is only 600, but with the 50 mag, you can take out multiple enemies just with one mag, because just a few bullets, especially if you're talking about red or purple enemies, just a few bullets is going to take them out. And again, that 174.4k takes in consideration none of the multiplicative damage that this build has. So this is road, well, it has 15% for the expertise row. Road with max SMG damage, crit chance, damage to target out of cover with flatline, amplifies weapon damage by 15% to opposed enemies. After 3 kills, applies pulse to the next enemy you hit. And then our secondary that we're using is the shotgun, 612, 1.2 million on that total damage. Road with 13% for the expertise, max shotgun damage, damage to armor, damage to target out of cover, and again, flatline. The multiplicative damage with these guns, like with the SMG, just the base multiplicative damage, which when I say the base, just without proccing anything, so it's without proccing versatile or the talent on the Hunter's Fury, is 75%. And then when you get those full buffs, that will take the multiplicative damage for the SMG up to 135%. And then the shotgun, obviously we're getting even more, because not only are we able to get 10% damage to target out of cover on this, but we also can get that 12% damage to armor as well. So the base for a shotgun is 87%, and when we get the buffs, 147% multiplicative damage. That is a lot of multiplicative damage, my friends. And we can take a look at the stats. I mean, we do still, even with all of that multiplicative damage, we still have some decent crit. So with our SMG, we're max crit chance, 127% crit damage, and of course 7% headshot damage, 5% armor damage. Then with our shotgun, 45% crit chance, 117 crit damage, 65 headshot damage, and 117% armor damage. All right, take a look at the specialization. We are using the Technician. Gives us a skill tier, plus 12% damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. Armor kit also applies to all friendly skill proxies within 10 meters. Artificer Hive, if you use that. Party members within 5 meters of your deployed and undisrupted skills are immune to shock and disruption. Gain 15% bonus armor while aiming a skill. 50% pulse resistance, and I do have plus 10% skill damage, which is helping our drone out. And as always, just make sure you have the guns that you are using equipped on your specialization, so you're getting that extra 15% damage. And another reason we are using this specialization is for this linked laser pointer. Technician laser pointer that pulses targets at which it's aimed, under barrel attachment for long rails. So this is how we're proccing the flatline, is with this on. Any enemy we aim at automatically pulsed. So yeah, that is the build, my friends. Hope you guys give this one a try, especially for you all red guys out there with all of this multiplicative damage plus all the red cores. I mean, this is just some insane damage that you're dealing out. Again, if I'm missing something, which I know I could be, you guys know another way to get even more multiplicative damage on this build, I would love to hear that. Definitely let me know in the comments. But yeah, this build, you'll see in the gameplay, this is the fastest I've ever ran Lincoln Memorial. I ran it in less than 7 minutes. And that's just because we're just killing the enemies so fast. And you guys can get even more damage on this. I mean, my expertise that I have on it is 15% for the SMG and 13% for the 612. So if you're maxed out on expertise, that's a lot of extra damage you can get on this build. Another 11% for the shotgun, another 9% for the SMG. Yeah, you can definitely get a lot more damage on this build as well. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, my friends. I do have that gameplay coming up, so stay tuned for that. Again, I just want to say thank you to everyone for all the love and support you guys are showing to the channel. It is truly appreciated. And if you are new here, welcome to the channel, my friends. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. This is a toxic free community. We're just here to help everyone out to be better at the game, and you guys help me out too because you give me great suggestions as well. And that's just what this community is all about, helping each other out. So yeah, again, gameplay coming up, and as always, my YouTube family, take it easy.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons forces. They maintain this outpost. True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate. Signs critical.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
That can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter.
Got a description? You're not going anywhere.
can't access data on this location. Stay alert. I don't know what you're walking into.
Immediate medical assistance needed. DC-62 detected.
Heads up. Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. Can't afford to let the True Sons escape with those. You've got to find a way to close up that tunnel. According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars loaded with DC-62. That should keep them from getting more of those mortars. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.
If you hadn't stopped them, I know they would have used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you how relieved I am to have you on our side. Thank you.
Today, we dealt a great blow to the True Sons infrastructure. We confiscated a massive cache of chemical weapons and eliminated their stronghold near the campus. You should be proud. You saved a lot of lives today.